I expected this. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the inaugural episode of Press Any Key. Beep, beep, beep. We did this for 2 minutes already, and it didn't go live.
We had great banter.
Not
really
anyone's
great
fault,
banter.
just how it works.
It's just how we do things here.
It's just this shit is so efficient that like we could just have a conversation. Having a conversation in here is fun.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
It's full of warmth. Not
Very
just-
warm.
Yeah, not just metaphorically, but also physically.
I don't think it's that warm in here. I'll be honest.
Just wait.
Just-
It'll,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah.
I feel you could probably dab a little bit of sweat off my forehead.
I also have jeans on, black jeans.
Not a good
So
idea.
No, I
Not a good
didn't.
idea.
I
You
did
gotta-
not think that one through.
I wore
Pop them
shorts.
Not
boys
at all.
off.
That was smart.
I don't look good in shorts. I can't do it.
You gotta
Well,
get
thank
some-
God nobody sees
Yeah,
your
no one
upper
can see
legs.
your
Well,
legs.
I mean, Mike actually show the audience.
You can probably
Show him
see
some
a little
show him
bit
some
of-
skin.
Show him a little calf.
little bit of
Yeah.
sun
Go
down
on.
here. No, on
Yeah.
that center
shot.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This little follow my hand going this way. You might.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Joe Enright for engineering the first episode in the new studio. Give it up for him.
Give it up for Joe.
Yeah.
You know, Joe.
Yeah, we're one shot the whole time.
Hello.
It's just him looking.
Just looking dead at the
None of
computer.
this gets picked up. All right, we'll get it next week. We'll get it next week.
His
See a
eyes are a
mouth, he's
little
like,
bloodshot.
Q left. Okay.
All right. But yeah, new studio. I did it already. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
not go
no, we
back.
already did it.
So all right, we got some stuff to talk about this week.
Hell yeah.
First up,
I mean,
upside down PlayStation ad.
Mm-hmm.
Second up was a Sony State of Play, which we all just watched together.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation
Marvel's What If trailer. Don't look at that TV at all because you're stealing my secrets. Stuff that I already know.
I remember.
that-
We planned the show in
I
advance.
know.
What's
But I'm
happening.
saying, like, based off of the questions you guys were asking when we watched the trailer, I was like, oh, I know the answers to these already. I'm
Oh.
going to save it.
It's over there.
Yeah, it is over there.
I'm gonna look there.
And then Black
me.
Widow. We got Black Widow to talk about
You got Black Widow.
because we all
Finally.
saw Black Widow and we all loved it a lot.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah.
That is a very
this you
bold
loving it a
statement.
lot?
Yeah,
Are
is
we-
this
is this
a
a lot?
Just a precursor to what comes later. I watched that movie and I knew for a fact that Danny was not gonna like it.
It's
Let's-
not that I
hey,
didn't
hey,
like
hey,
it. It was
but
just
we'll get
it
to it
was,
later. We'll get to it later.
It
We'll
was-
get to it
yeah,
later.
We'll get
For
to it.
later.
We'll
So-
get to it.
All right.
Calm down, Dan.
Up first,
I am amped.
upside down PlayStation ad.
Dumbasses.
Who
Who
cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? Nobody from Sony did that. That's
No,
a PA.
I
They
mean-
took
Yeah,
the shell,
exactly.
the shell of the PS5 on set that they have that
Yeah.
they use for a prop, and he put that there, or she.
Maybe if you
Yeah.
make
Or
a,
them.
a
They did.
a
They
gaming
did.
system that doesn't look like it doesn't belong anyway.
Exactly.
Like make it look like it has a bottom and a top,
Well,
and there you go.
I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is, it's not just the PA who put it there, but it's also the director and the DP who
Right.
did not catch it.
No,
And-
there's a
but
lot of
there's a
people
lot of people who
on
had eyes on it, and then
set
that
for
ad
a
went through
commercial.
rounds of cuts from Sony from their marketing team that they then didn't catch it
And then some
either.
asshole was like, "That shit's upside down."
I'm
Which goes
sorry,
to show
but
the
when
internet is-
you're shooting
yeah.
an $100,000 piece of marketing material, I'm gonna be way more concerned with how it looks
Yeah.
than the fucking PlayStation.
Not how weird the
Counterpoint.
dad in the commercial looked like. That's a creep right there.
Counterpoint: you just wasted $100,000 because
Yeah.
that commercial is no longer usable.
Actually,
Yeah, because
I
everyone's going to
disagree.
point it out.
Everybody's watching that commercial. I would
They
have
pulled it,
never.
though.
I
It's
know, but
down,
now
yeah.
we just went and watched it today. I never would have
Illegally.
sought that out.
No, I also never would have even looked for the PlayStation.
I
in
mean,
this
I
commercial.
wouldn't.
I
have
never
given
would
it a
have looked
second
for
thought
it.
because
I don't need a commercial to tell me about PlayStation.
you have me.
I don't need any media company to tell me about PlayStation.
I remember back in my day, we had the PS1.
I had Poot Media.
New PlayStation's out, guys, and I fucking got it. Anyway,
the only one.
yeah, really, and it's getting kind of lonely at the top because like there's nothing to play.
No, which we'll get there.
Which we'll get there.
to
Actually,
that.
we actually
we'll
have
get to that.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say that people who are saying that the Xbox games drought is over, It's not because none of those games are out yet. Stupid. Okay.
Damn.
Keep going. Anyway.
Shots fired at the community.
Well,
community.
Sony's not any
Yeah.
better. I mean, did you see the list that we're gonna
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about?
we're about to talk about it.
I mean, it's not a good. It's not putting your best foot forward when you have your console upside down in your marketing materials. So I'm just saying they didn't really follow it up with a really awesome
Well,
display of games
isn't it
afterwards.
supposed to stand anyway? Isn't that the way it's actually supposed to
Well, I mean,
go?
every other
I mean, that's
previous
how fucking
generation-
legends do it. Like they stand on top of their
Every
giant fucking
previous
sound
generation
system.
has had the option to either stand it up or put it on its side, right?
Well, that's been since
Yeah.
PlayStation 3.
No, two.
Two,
Two.
since the
Oh,
two.
I- I
because
only
the
had this-
fucking 2 logo spun, and they didn't
Yeah.
find that out till like
Oh,
20-something years
that's
later.
right.
I only had the 2 Slim.
Oh, okay.
You probably
okay.
could have stood that up. It wouldn't have
Or
been.
yeah, you could
Probably wouldn't
figure
have
it
been
out.
very sturdy.
You could prop it up
If you,
with
if you
something.
coughed on that thing, it was like disc error.
You could just get some book holders or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah,
book
yeah.
I had an original PS2, and I had to trade it in for the Slim because that original PS2 just ended up not like it stopped reading discs to the point where like you guys remember Van Helsing?
Never heard of him.
Okay, well he's
The
this
movie?
guy hunts vampires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, there was a game.
Hugh
I had the
Jackman?
game right.
Castlevania?
Yes, with Hugh Jackman. I had the game, and like the audio would play before the cutscenes. Like that's how fucked my games were. I have nothing but audio,
okay.
and then the cutscenes would play.
I don't even know how that's possible. Like, that is a huge sync
Your
error.
face is a
Like,
microphone.
your face is a
Oh,
microphone.
yeah, we're working out these
Bring,
kinks.
bring that down.
You can
There
turn.
we
You can
go.
turn. You can turn the angle.
There we go.
You can-
Here, I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll help you.
I mean, I
Okay,
think the
Let me help
audience
you.
wants to
Let me
see
help you, son.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
never
move
mind.
it up and down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
just like this.
Just
Damn, we're doing this live
Yeah.
too.
Well,
This is
you're here.
happening.
It's the first show.
This is
There
happening.
we go.
There we go.
PlayStation Slim though.
He did it!
Oh yeah, that's good
there
too.
we go. Just
Yeah.
like that. I
Anyway,
like that. Now I just got to lean a little bit like this to get into it.
That young
I'm on a
Leland.
rough angle.
Yeah.
I'm on a rough angle. We should have did this earlier. Anyway, we're talking about PlayStation Slim.
Slim.
Yeah, better than the original. Anyway, moving on.
glad we wrapped that up.
Yeah.
yeah. Glad we closed that.
Sony State of Play though.
State of lame.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you could write for fucking Kotaku with that silver tongue.
Dude, I definitely didn't have that in my notes. Don't check my notes.
Don't
I
look
wrote
at
that
What
down.
the fuck?
He's
How
got
many?
some notes.
Dude,
I got
you got
notes,
some
bro.
notes.
Bro, this is every show.
You wanna see
this
my
is, This is
notes?
what I'm bringing every show.
I'm gonna bring up my notes.
Just want you to know that.
I mean, the thing that I have with it is like we just got all of E3. So it's like, what other updates? A lot of these updates.
Well,
were
this
similar.
was Sony's
Yeah,
attempt.
Sony wasn't
No.
at E3.
But I saw half of these games at E3. I felt
Did
we saw
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
Deathloop. Yeah, right.
Deathloop,
Okay,
absolutely.
hold
Okay.
on. No, definitely
I-
not, because
Sony
Sony
wasn't
didn't
there.
go.
Well,
to
Deathloop
EA.
was on E3.
I've
E3.
seen
We
E3
talked
For
Deathloop
about
Bethesda?
before.
Maybe for
Yeah,
Bethesda?
maybe through
Maybe.
Bethesda.
Maybe
it's
that's
possible.
why I'm thinking it's like super
I mean, like-
unsubstantial. in my
Okay.
brain.
I mean,
Uh,
my thing is, there was no Stray. I'm still waiting for Stray. Any more
yeah,
information
it wasn't. It
about
wasn't
Stray?
at.
That's
I'm
on God,
looking at it
baby
right
girl.
now. It was
I
not
know.
at E3.
Now we're just waiting
Deathloop?
for it to
Deathloop
happen.
was not at E3.
On God, like
Damn.
I swear we talked about this.
Damn,
Yeah,
this is a
but that's the
Mandela
okay.
effect
So
happening.
that's the thing though, is that Deathloop is the first Bethesda studio game to be announced since their acquisition from Microsoft, and it's a 1-year timed exclusive on PS5. So like another giant
Nope,
misstep.
it was
by
there
Microsoft.
at Bethesda official E3 World Premiere.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't have it. All right, whatever, dude.
Hold
Our
on.
fucking Google
Wait,
algorithms
go
are fucking
scroll
up
back
right
up to the top. Scroll back up to the top.
Yeah, see, this is
Don't
posted on
expe-
June 9th.
Oh, that said don't expect to see Deathloop there.
Well, guess
So
what?
We're
I
getting a
actually
lot of
saw
mixed
it.
messages.
Yeah, this is
here.
not cool.
No. Either or, we saw Deathloop
Yeah.
the other day. And I gotta say, Deathloop was probably the only game that actually looked somewhat cool. Just because I was a big fan of Dishonored, and I like that gameplay, which is the same. What's the name of the developer that makes it?
Arcane.
Yeah.
Don't turn it from the mic.
I'm a big fan
Okay.
of Arcane.
Okay.
And I gotta say, but yeah, no, it looked like the same exact gameplay. And
Trying to take a sophisticated drink is quite a challenge during this show.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Yeah. But
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
We were all thinking it.
God damn.
but
The first day.
Now you're getting roasted because now you don't get to do the.
exactly.
You don't get to do the
Does
drop.
he
Exactly.
have? Does he have the? No.
He's got it all.
Oh yeah, Joe. Just have fun with those when Pat's talking.
This is redemption.
I'll bounce you both. It'll be me and Burke. Here's a Daniel. I thought I got rid of that. I've used that since.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we never noticed because I thought you were just
slips in,
talking.
Yeah.
It's also kind of hard over Skype. You know?
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah, Deathloop looks cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Deathloop.
I couldn't. What other games did we see?
So here, I
Indies, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy. I heard it was
So-
Indies. That Arcadian.
Arcade-ageddon, which
Arcade.
is
Oh, okay, whatever.
a new shooter.
Fortnite.
It's Fortnite plus that dodgeball game that
Yeah.
came out.
Oh,
You know, it's
that's
what it looks like.
right. I didn't
It's
think about that
interesting.
one.
I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm sure it's got to be free to play.
Sorry, when you said that, I had horrible flashbacks to gym class. Keep going.
Pat, get against the wall.
I feel like dodgeball was the best day in gym class.
Sudden
Right?
death dodgeball.
Yes,
Oh, the
the
parachute.
I mean, it depends on
parachute.
how
Oh,
old you are.
scooters.
And
Scooters.
Scooters
Okay,
I've done
bro,
a
my
the
fingers
old
are still
Scooters, you
jammed.
guys are talking about
Yeah.
elementary gym class. I'm
Yes.
talking about like middle school, high school. Dodgeball was.
Oh,
the
well,
shit.
I went to the same place for
When
8
people knew
years.
how
I
to
went
throw.
to an
So-
art high school. We were not athletic
That's true.
people.
Well, so I mean, I just think
That's
when
just
I
the
was
way
in
you're
high
built.
school gym class, we played volleyball every day for 9 months straight, and every once in a while, the gym teacher would be out, and we'd play dodgeball, and that was the shit. It's either volleyball or badminton. It's like I can't do this all year
no,
long.
I think like the main. I remember that we had. Was it Foursquare? Where
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
where you-
Oh,
where-
Four Corners.
or
Four
Four
Corners.
Corners,
Yeah.
like, bounce the
Yep.
I was
ball
gonna say,
in.
isn't
Yep.
Foursquare
That
some
was
shit
great.
you check in on? Or
It used to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Four Corners or
Four
whatever. where it's like
Corners,
you
yeah.
gotta smack into adjacent peoples and you just like absolutely hammer a kickball down and hit the kid that
this
like
is
was
It's
not.
I remember
such
being a
better
teenager.
conversation than anything
Than
that
State
Sony
of
had to
Play.
offer.
I would
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
We're talking about arcade again.
yeah, you know, fuck this. I'm out of here.
Get the cameras. We're doing
Just open
IRL
up the
Four
garage
Corners.
door and turn the cameras. We'll just play Foursquare.
We'll put some lo-fi chill beats on and we'll just play Foursquare.
That'll be our pre-show next
Yeah.
week.
That'll
Yeah.
be way better. But yeah, so overall, that's about all there is to say about
Just
State
rattle
of Play.
off a couple names if
Yeah.
there's any other
so
ones.
there's
that you-
Moss Book 2, which is that little mouse game, which is the VR game.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one that we were
Right,
like,
right.
this looks like shit.
It
That
looks like a
VR
PlayStation
shit,
2
It
game.
looks okay.
It's a sequel to the 2018 game.
Oh,
which is
There's a
oh, it's a
2018?
sequel.
yeah, this is number 2.
There's something I can play right now.
There's something you can get it. You can get some PSVR. You're golden.
All right.
Damn. Okay.
I'll invest.
Okay.
Talked about Arcade again.
Mm-hmm.
Full game set to launch 2022. There's like a weird.
That's Fortnite,
remember
right?
that.
That's Fortnite
Yeah.
2 with dodgeball.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay,
What-
yeah.
what
Hold
was
on.
the
We're not,
other-
let's not go down
So
that
then
road
there's,
again.
there's,
But
there's Hunter's Arena Legends, which is a one-of-a-kind melee battle royale, which just kind of looks like a generic like Devil May Cry Final Fantasy battle royale.
does that make you feel good?
It doesn't.
Okay, me either.
It really doesn't.
Oh yeah, here's where Death Stranding director's cut.
Okay,
All right.
All right,
Okay.
you guys
all
go
right.
into
All right.
yeah.
You go
Nick-
first.
Nick-
You
I
go
was-
first.
I was just gonna say why do we have a director's cut of a game? Why do we have a director's cut, especially when it's just gonna be
Well,
a $10 upgrade? It's a DLC.
It's not content. It's
It's a
not just content though.
DLC.
It's mechanics too.
Which
like-
basically they're just saying, hey, we just fucked up this game and now we just gotta
Or
completely
maybe I mean,
redo it
listen. I don't think Death
with
Stranding.
fun mechanics.
I'm not sure if Death Stranding reviewed well or not. I'm not really up on that. I
It
wasn't
got
into
very
it.
mediocre.
Yeah, I thought.
like it's
I
like
thought
6.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
like it's leaned slightly positive, but it wasn't like an overwhelming success.
but it was boring.
It didn't sell well either. Like it wasn't an amazing sales juggernaut of a game.
You know,
Norman
it's got
Reedus
9
couldn't
out
bring
of
it
10
in.
reviews.
Are you
Like,
From
serious?
who? From who?
From Steam, from Green Man Gaming.
Okay, those are places where people buy them from.
87% of users like
wow.
the game.
On
Are you
what?
serious?
On-
Hold on.
that's on Google users.
It can't.
What?
Google users. Oh shit!
looking
Arcadia
it up.
users.
We need to add the horn.
That's a good one though. That is a
We
good
need the
one.
Fergie horns.
We need the air raid siren.
Yeah. So
yeah, the Fergie horn.
Maybe
It's,
this did review well. No, see, here we go. User score 7.3.
Well, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
That's a Black
It's-
Widow rating right there.
it's a high Black
That's a Black Widow,
rating.
if you ask me. I mean, like, either way, I'm not into the whole gameplay is like walking simulator until like a couple hours in.
Except you
you
got a
can make
fetus.
guns and bombs. Yeah, that's like this weird fetus thing.
that
I don't
mean?
know what's going on with the story. Guillermo del Toro's in it and Norman Reedus are in it because they were supposed to originally be doing a Silent Hill game. We got fucking motorcycles now.
That's okay.
Motorcycles.
Let's see what they have to say about the game.
Hey, I wonder how the guy who does the trains in my basement's doing.
Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie.
Did you feed him?
Did you?
I'm always slipping
Well,
food under the
you
door.
did say that there might be mice,
I
so
just
he's
don't
at least
know.
got some source
Here's
of
the
food.
thing.
It's a level 1 RPG.
Charlie, okay?
Fighting mice.
I have been putting food under the door. I don't know
You don't
what's
check
been
on it.
eating it. Okay, I think he's in there. I still hear the whistles, but what's left of him as a person? yeah, what's left of him as a person? There's barely anything.
But you still hear the 316 Sunset Limited coming in now.
Okay, Charlie, I'm going to bed. All right.
Oh,
anyway,
that's my cue.
anyway, they were supposed to do a Silent Hill game together, and then
Yeah.
it turned into this.
We got this.
But
Yeah.
I mean, do you not expect a director's cut from Kojima?
Yeah,
Like,
but also this
It's not
announcement comes
necessary.
literally on the heels of Ghost of Tsushima announcing a director's cut, which I don't even know who that guy is. So, like,
right, like that's this one logically
that's not
should have
new.
came first.
That's not
Yeah.
new content though.
No.
That's not new mechanics though. That's just new content. This is straight up like
This is-
we've
Fixing the game.
added more elements to the game.
new combat, new weapons. There's the firing range.
It's
there's
also
new
to go to
story.
PS5
Right.
too, and I think we overlooking that.
Do
That's a
you
great
I think
point.
people who have the game already, do they get any of this, or they have to buy the game?
That
I think
I
it's
don't
a
know.
I think it's a
Something like-
$10 upgrade.
I think it's yeah.
I think it's an upgrade.
I feel like that's all it should be, really.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
it's
Well,
it's
okay,
it's, I mean, you still
there
probably have
is-
to buy the game if you don't own it
Right.
now. But
I agree with that to a certain extent because like Ghost of Tsushima, right? To upgrade, if you have the PS4 version, to upgrade to the PS5 like director's cut that's coming out, it's $30. That I agree with because that's an
yeah.
awesome fucking game, and like I want 4K 60 FPS, and they built a whole new island, like a whole new section of the game for you to explore, all these new missions, right? Death Stranding is not that good, so
Well,
at least
need
it's a
that.
7.3.
it's a,
It's
which
a
means
Black
yeah, exactly.
Widow.
It's not
Yeah,
that good.
Okay, but
It's
even
fine.
so, if you played Death Stranding and you played Ghost of Tsushima, unless you're an asshole, you know which one is the better game. Like,
Let's call up Jared Condes, see what he's got to say.
he's probably played both.
He's a Ghost of Tsushima guy. I remember that much.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only adventure game you guys played that year. That's right, I remember that.
We
That's
talked
right.
about there was the new Tribes of Midgard, which is that.
What was what
that was
that
the
one?
It was the Viking
one.
game.
That's
more
the top-
Vikings.
that's
Not
the
another
top-
Viking
It was the
game.
one
More
where I
Vikings.
was like, another one?
Yeah.
Another one of these.
That's
yeah.
the top-down Valheim, which more polished graphics. There was Fist, which is that. Fist is forged in Shadow Torch.
This is 2 weeks in a row.
a fist
Oh, no,
jokes?
3.
Oh yeah,
This-
yeah. This
Hey,
is
man.
the second fisting week.
It happens, but that's the game. It's where it's
That's
like,
gonna be loud as
That's
hell.
a 2D. Yeah, crunch, crunch. That's a 2D Metroidvania, so I will likely play it.
This is the equivalent of Ghost Riding the Whip right now. That's what this is.
But I
He's
feel
got
like-
autopilot on.
I just want to point out that Fist is one of 2 games that offers the mechanic of aging. You can get
Oh,
older.
that's what
That's
the name of
true.
that game
No,
was.
that's-
I kept
that's,
thinking in my
that's
head.
Shifu.
That's
when-
Shifu.
Oh, okay.
Shifu, I think
I
is
was
how you
gonna say
pronounce
like,
it.
when are we
Oh,
gonna
okay.
talk about the karate game where you get older?
where you get
So
older
that's-
and you age.
I think that's pronounced Shifu.
All right.
It's SIFU.
And so we established that every time you die, you get older and you get better.
Yeah.
So you don't
Just
like
like in real
slow
life.
down or anything like that as you get.
Yep.
You don't
Yeah.
slow down or anything, and you don't have
You're-
back pain when you wake up in the
You're
morning.
trying to
you
kill
just
like
get
a,
better.
Yeah, you're trying to kill like a crime boss. You have this medallion that doesn't let you die, but the consequence of dying, it ages you like 2 to 4 years every time. So your guy grows a beard and then gets gray hair. Okay. And
What happens when you get to like 100?
so that's the thing. Well, if you get too far in it, you have to start over because it's like
Oh,
your dude
okay.
is too old. He turns into like
Oh.
Dust.
He gets
Dust, yeah.
decrepit.
I was gonna
Skeleton.
say like when you hit like 100, is it just like a pile of ash or something?
Yeah,
like,
and then, but you're still there, and you just
Yeah.
have to sit there as the villain, like kicks the pile of ash.
Yeah,
Or
you have
better
to wait
yet,
to get
the
like near an
fucking
air
janitor.
vent. Like an air vent just
a
comes
vacuum,
and
a
pushes you
Roomba,
through.
a Roomba, or the janitor comes in.
yeah, you're a pile of dust, and then it's like all the Yakuzas like walk around you, and then it's nighttime. And you hear like really intense red music, and it's just like the cleaning lady coming by.
Oh no! Oh no!
Fatality.
And you just can't play. The game just shuts down at that point. You
It's
can't.
Yeah.
It breaks
Yeah.
your console.
Yeah.
This game's
You're
awesome.
done.
I want this game now.
It's got high stakes.
High stakes. It'll ruin your PlayStation.
You alright?
Yo, man, you good?
Damn.
Shove it just right back up your ass.
This is
You
how
know
our
what?
engineer
I'm-
talks to
I'm
us.
impressed by your prowess with the drops there because you haven't touched that board in quite a long time.
I want some Christian Bale at some point.
Some CB.
Some CB.
Everybody needs some CB in their life.
I don't remember.
What's
Nick.
the other one? There's another game.
Give me a fucking answer!
There we go.
There we
Yeah.
go.
What's the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
game?
Yeah,
It might- it
give
might-
them an answer.
it
There's
might-
another
it's-
game that like has a mechanic where you get old.
Yeah, I don't.
There was
know.
also another game where you're a rabbit, and I don't know what's the
We talked
what's
about
the
that.
obsession.
No,
of
it's
that.
not. That's a
well,
mouse.
there's another one.
That's the
where
other
you-
one. That's
So many games
That's
have.
Fist, I think.
Oh,
I think-
okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's the 2D Metroidvania one.
What is with all these games having rodents as the protagonist?
Why not?
Rodents have become a very big protagonist in the meta.
I can tell you 100% why.
Tell me.
Hollow Knight came out a while ago, which is it's a Metroidvania game. It's like you're a little bug. People were like, "That's cute." That
That's
inspired
adorable.
a whole run of because
People love
that game
bugs.
was critically acclaimed. Like people
Okay.
love that game. And then you have all these things like Guardians of the Galaxy and that kind of things. We're just getting little cute rodent things.
Okay.
Moss
It's just
Book
Moss
2.
Book 2.
It's just
Sequel to
the
2018.
marriage of those. No, Moss Book 2 is the VR game.
With a mouse.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Still a rodent
There is
protagonist.
another
But
one
the-
with
yeah,
a rodent, a rotagonist.
I think that's Fist.
Rotagonist.
A rotagonist, I'm gonna call it.
We're
That's
coining
good.
that here.
I like that.
But I mean, it's still just. I'm glad I now have an answer. I guess now the cute people,
Give me
just
a
the cute
fucking
little
answer.
rodents, just now
Yeah.
make it mass appealing.
No one wants to play like, another Castlevania dude where he's like a buff dude with a whip. Like that's been done.
We
I
want-
mean,
we want
every
cute
game's
squirrels now.
protagonist
Fucking
is a
speak for
middle-aged white
yourself,
guy with
alright?
short brown hair.
Pat
Well,
is
the number one
demographic.
thing I want is more buff dudes with whips in video games. Okay, I want the chud look all the way. All right.
Specifically whips.
Yes.
just whips,
Shirtless
Just whips.
men with whips.
maybe some leather,
All right, maybe not.
chains. Like
What
just
is
Dude,
it?
that guy who
Some
whips
Spanx?
that chain, the chain whip. You see that fucking
the
video?
big dude?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. I want
That's
that guy's video
terrifying.
game.
He should be in a Silent Hill video
Yeah.
game.
He's. We should fucking call that guy.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm
We have
very
no
lost.
connection.
Would you like to be on the show?
Bring
your whips.
the whip. And then the final game is, which we kind of touched on, is Deathloop, and it got a new trailer with extended gameplay. That's the Dishonored. It looks exactly like Dishonored. It looks like
I can
Dishonored.
tell
same,
it's
like,
built in the
blinking
Dishonored engine.
mechanics.
It's built in the same
Well,
engine.
okay.
Probably
I don't want to
skinned
say it's
like
built in the same
Borderlands.
engine because I don't know that for sure. They might have built a new engine that there's an enhanced
took
version of
the
that
exact
gameplay, but
mechanics
it
of
looks
that.
the exact same way Dishonored plays.
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of similar vibe.
I like
but
that 60s aesthetic that it's got. Very cool.
it's like it's which this trailer didn't like.
It didn't feature that as much.
the first
if at
trailer.
all.
The first trailer was very like 60s flower power.
Yeah.
and then
Almost reminded me of like a James Bond sequence.
yeah. Remember? Right. I
Remember-
think
Get a
Who
little bit-
remembers?
I'll
Get a
get
little-
close.
That's
I'll
all.
talk louder.
Don't make me raise my voice.
Yeah, but this one we got a lot of gameplay. It actually looks pretty cool.
It does.
Um,
I would actually. This is the only game that I've watched that is like maybe I will buy a PlayStation 5 for this game.
It's a big investment.
But that's the thing. I'm not spending all that money just for one game.
You can come
But
over to my house.
I will when I move Tuesdays.
This isn't for PC. I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
And I now
No,
okay.
It's set to release on PS5 and PC.
Oh.
So
Did you see the change in his face?
Oh, no,
my
I know.
god.
Oh word.
Yes.
oh what?
Yes.
Well, so here's the
sounds
thing.
like a Twitch night.
Well, so here's the thing. Are you going to get it for PC? You're going to get it for PS5? Because how many games do you have for PS5 right now?
Not many,
Mm-hmm.
but the difference is first-person shooters with a controller no longer translate. Like I can't
have
do it
to use a
anymore. Once I
mouse,
started
like-
using mouse and
why
keyboard,
you
I
can't
can't
go
do the
back?
thumbs.
You can't go
What?
back.
Why even have the console? Just for Last of Us?
Adventure games and like PS5 exclusives.
Third person God of War.
Plus that I mean, pass it over. Pass it over.
Oh.
What are we? What
are we getting here?
Oh,
Is that
What
the
is
Mummy?
this? Is that
Yeah,
the Mummy
ruins-
on DVD?
Yeah.
I got a 4K Blu-ray player. I got the whole Brendan Fraser Mummy trilogy today. All right,
Let's hear
if
it,
the
people.
PS5 was worth anything, it's what I'm gonna show Liz through this.
Has she
Oh,
not
can
seen
I
the
see
Mummy?
No.
I never have either.
What?
Never.
That's an expensive DVD
Never.
player.
Can I
Hey,
see
man.
this?
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you
It
were to
is.
buy
That's
a 4K
heavy.
Probably player right now, it'd probably
This
be the
is
closest,
this is
like-
girthy.
You think it'd be the same?
That
price?
is
think it's a lot of
heavy.
money.
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god.
Well, that's
Did
the
they even
trilogy.
Okay, so this is the whole trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
What it includes all 3 films plus hours of bonus.
No
features.
Scorpion King though, which kind of upsets me.
What?
That's the one with the Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do
That's
you even
fine.
have to
Brendan
ask?
Fraser is the Mummy
That's true.
in its entirety.
I love how that new one just fucking tanked because Brendan Fraser's so good. Dude, honestly,
What happened to Brendan Fraser?
So
it's a
He got-
sad
he had
story.
it
back-
is a sad
back
story.
Back problem, but
Oh,
also like
he
his
did all
wife
his own
divorced him.
stunts. And
He got- he had-
messed
he had-
his body up.
Yeah.
doing
Are you
his own
serious?
stunts in the-
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
So he
Okay.
I
got-
wish they brought him back.
He hurt
honestly.
himself. He
Yeah,
put-
If you
instead of
keep
Tom
bringing fucking
Cruise.
Harrison Ford back, you can bring Brendan Fraser back.
Yeah. Well, he's doing
it's his own
Right,
volition.
yeah, I
Doom
know he's
Squad.
doing
Yeah.
Doom Patrol.
I mean,
Doom
he
Patrol.
Yeah.
Doom Squad.
Doom
Plus-
Squad.
he hurt his back, then he gained a lot of weight, understandably because you couldn't do
Probably
Because he
was
can't- yeah, you
financially
can't
ruined.
move.
But then everybody like really made fun of him.
He
Like,
was a meme.
Yeah, everybody like really like
yeah,
got
like Val
on his
Kilmer,
shit.
and now
Yeah.
he's got a documentary.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
He was just like, fuck everybody. I'm gonna be out of the public light if you don't want to talk nice about me. I don't blame the man.
I don't blame him either.
I mean,
no.
that's kind of a shitty way to go out, though. Well, if you don't like me, I'm just not gonna be
I
famous.
mean,
no,
I'm
but he
just
got
gonna leave.
hurt, and they were like, it's like.
Oh, okay,
you're
yeah. I
almost
guess
like
when you
the
look at
good
it from
thing,
that frame.
Yeah.
I think the best part about it is that I think most people look at The Mummy and say that movie holds up a lot better than most other movies of its era.
That door.
Yeah.
Just
You get
pop
Just,
or-
just bring it up a little bit so we get
so
some. No.
Come on, somebody wear it. We're just gonna hear. Actually,
God,
we
dude,
got.
I'm afraid of breaking this because I pulled it like this
you're
and
a
I was.
big head.
Yeah, well, that too.
You,
know,
you put it
thanks.
around your neck, not your
Oh,
head.
well,
so that's the.
That would make
Well, it's
sense.
got a. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it?
Immediately
Hey,
better.
It's on.
Immediately
Can you?
better.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, immediately
crack
better.
that one.
Oh
too.
wow.
So the Mummy, Ultimate Trilogy.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
nice.
we're done with this bit.
This is nice.
But I'm watching this week
I would.
on my PS5.
Oh, can we do a commentary track?
I mean, yeah, but we'll
You want to
wait
watch
till
all
it's.
three of them?
Just
Yeah.
the first one, and
But
then
let's
we can
wait.
get to the other
But
two.
let's
Can we
wait
do
till
a-
it's relevant. You know.
Can we do a commentary
When is it
track
gonna be
over
relevant?
the director's
When
commentary?
they make another
So then
one.
it's
Is there
just
gonna be
all of
another
us
one?
Of
talking
course
over
there'll
the
be-
director
oh,
talking over the movie.
That's funny.
Lee Winnell did Invisible Man, and that was fucking awesome. So they just greenlit him to do Wolfman.
Wolfenstein.
So I'm positive that there will be a new Mummy movie on the way soon.
Yeah, but are they gonna like a soft reboot, like so it's not the Tom Cruise one?
Oh yeah, it's not going to be the Tom Cruise one.
Well, I mean, and then that's the perfect opportunity to bring Brendan back.
Do you think he'd come back?
People, I think they would be stupid not to bring him back.
in
I would
some,
agree.
in some role.
People, well,
he-
I mean, even if he's not the main protagonist,
That's what I'm saying. Like he could be.
put
You
him
could
in there.
do what you should have done with Indiana Jones 10 years ago.
hand
and,
off
like,
the mantle.
hand off the mantle.
If they got
I have
Shia
no idea.
LaBeouf to be the new hero,
What thing?
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, he wants the.
he needs
Oh,
his
no,
blowers
no.
back.
No. He's getting hot. Getting hot.
Okay, hold on.
Can't have the engineer hot.
We'll get him a.
This
one of
motherfucker
those,
was
like,
dancing with Oreos before.
we gotta get those, you know the race car driver cold suits.
Oh, the bodysuit. thing?
Yeah.
It's just like cold water pumping through it.
Let's
That's what
just
we'll
all
do.
hang
Yeah,
out in mineral oil.
that-
like,
that involves me getting an irrigation system to filter clean water.
It'll be like
before-
rust all over
yeah,
again.
Yeah.
no. I want the
Except
dirty
this server
water.
won't get fucking wiped every 30 days.
Yeah.
Or burned
Um,
down.
All right.
We got
So
some bad memories.
Marvel's What If.
What if?
What?
What?
If?
So
If.
the trailer came out, and honestly, I'm looking forward to this more than finishing Loki.
100%.
Yeah.
Thousand.
There's only one more
I don't-
episode, right, of Loki? That's
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah. I don't
I haven't
know.
watched since episode 3.
I don't
can't
know
get
how
myself
they're
to do it.
gonna.
Well,
you got
that's when it
episode
that's when it
4 is
gets
the
good.
important. Like, is the how it should
Four,
have
4
started.
and 5 were good.
Okay.
Four
Define
four
good.
was more catalytic.
Is
I
it-
just
that's
feel
what-
like
is it good
something
or-
happened, and that's why people
it
are like, "Oh,
good?
it's great now." It's like,
Well,
no,
Is it
I'm
good
just-
or
it
is it
moved.
relatively good? Because the first
Yeah,
3 episodes were dog
relatively-
shit.
relative.
Okay.
I thought 3
Dog
was good,
shit.
or 4 was good, and 5 again. It was like nothing happened, but I at least like all the stuff that I was expecting out of the series kind of happened.
Okay.
Well, that's not the conversation.
I
we're
thought
having right
having a conversation like this would be rough, but actually, it's working out pretty well.
It's
Well,
hard for me to
having
look
in
at you,
person-
though.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's hard to
I
look at
can't-
you.
I can't
and
turn,
they,
yeah.
I'm sure they have a rough time too.
Mm.
But
no, I'm fine. Thank
yeah,
you.
no,
I mean, I'm just looking at Burke the whole time.
I'm fine.
That's fine. I'm
no,
not-
And
no
then-
thanks.
and-
I'm full.
I got Joe staring at me the whole. He'll peek through.
and there ain't nothing wrong with
post this
I'm
that.
to
doing the old
Instagram.
salesman trick of looking right between you two.
I don't. I don't.
I'm looking at your forehead.
I don't mind. I don't mind that you stare. It's just the heavy breathing that's fucking me up.
Look, it's hot.
He's got a deviated
Gotta breathe.
septum, man. Give him a break.
Does he really? Is that what
I
that is?
don't
I have,
think
I have
so.
a
I don't
deviated
know.
septum.
I do too.
That doesn't
Yeah, my
mean
left
your
one's
mouth breathing is
90%.
going to be loud.
Yeah.
90% blocked. Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine
to
is
fix it?
somewhere around there.
I'll fix it right now.
Hey Joe.
Anywho, what if?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
What if? What
All right.
if?
Alright,
So
that'll-
what if?
For all you people
Marvel's
listening,
What
I'll
If.
put that on the
It looks just fun.
Okay,
It just
so
looks
I don't know
fun.
if there's like an overarching story, like, or this is
Yeah,
like,
like
not,
to
or
tie the
like,
whole thing
yeah,
together.
I don't want it to be that though. I just want it to be
wouldn't mind.
random instances
Yep.
in the MCU where something different happened,
Different
and
universe.
here's your diverging timeline. You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man gets a cloak of levitation, Killmonger saves fake
Stark.
Stark.
Discount Tony Stark.
Discount Tony Stark.
Phony Stark.
Peggy
that's so
Carter
good.
as Captain Britain,
Tony Stark.
or Captain
Yeah.
Carter
Captain
rather,
Carter.
which is kind of lame. I was hoping for a Captain.
I was
Britain.
waiting for like Governor Britain.
Governor London.
Constable.
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 London.
Premier
now.
London.
What the fuck
What
is
is
that?
that? Yo.
As part of one of those.
We got insulation falling from the
Yo,
ceiling. Oh, it disintegrated.
No,
Nick's
dude.
gonna die. Nick's
I would
gonna
just
die.
don't touch it. We'll just yeah.
Asbestos.
True.
So,
oh, the paper towels are the most inconvenient spot they could be.
you know more about the lore. In the trailer, there was the guy with the big head out in the galaxy. Who is that?
I think it's a Watcher.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming
I
that
could be wrong though.
I'm assuming that he's like something to
He's
do
the
with like,
narrator.
connecting the whole universe.
Yeah.
He's who narrates.
And
the
like I'm
trailer.
sure we could
Oh,
look
and
that
what's
up.
his
I'm
name?
sure we could look that up. Just be like, oh, who's the watch? Who's in the trailer? And we could look it up. But also at the same time, like I don't want to read somebody else's
Take on it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
who
sit
it
here on my
is.
That's your MO.
What?
Oh, Jeffrey Wright is the narrator from Westworld.
Um.
Oh, okay.
What's
okay.
the other the other really big one from this trailer? Oh, okay.
All the
Chadwick
Guardians
Boseman.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
yeah.
that is everybody who is in the MCU is voicing their characters, but Robert Downey Jr., which makes sense.
Thor didn't
Mhm.
sound like
Now
Chris
that is
Hemsworth.
100%
that's
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't a different Hemsworth or something.
Nope. All of
They
them
get-
came
We're
they
back.
doing like an
Liam.
Affleck
Literally
get,
situation
like,
here.
Luke
Like,
or
Literally,
Luke,
all
the
of
one
them
from
came
Westworld.
back
I like
Yeah.
him.
to do. All of them came back.
Even
to
Chadwick
do this.
Boseman is his
This
voice
is
there,
his
right?
final performance as
Yeah.
Black Panther, and Black
Wow.
Panther's gonna be Star-Lord.
Cool.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
That's
that is
cool.
cool.
Oh, but
that's
that's
cool.
the other thing you were saying that where they're at the Battle of New York and it's all the Guardians. That
Yeah.
looks incredible.
What
I
I like
wanna
is
see
that we now get to see like different actors who have never actually, or different characters who never interacted. We actually
Yeah.
get to see them interact.
Oh, yeah.
We get to see like fun little
Killmonger
dynamics.
and
That,
Tony Stark.
Exactly.
Doctor
exactly.
Strange was getting sucked down a portal,
He was
but I
getting
figured.
sucked
Yeah. God damn it, that's so hard.
What if?
But like, what if Doctor Strange finally got his nut, and the whole fabric of reality just tore itself apart? Okay. Anyway,
Nice.
I never noticed the music in the background.
Yeah.
Like the
like
drums.
a little ting.
man, that fucked me up. I was just gonna
Just
say
like
like
Doctor Strange. He's
Doctor
like-
Strange going through the portal, it looked like he was struggling. But like, what doesn't that happen often for a guy that goes through portals? You know what I mean? Like, you got to hit a wrong one every now
it's
and
never
then.
a smooth ride.
Yeah.
It's always a bumpy ride.
Yeah, you know. Okay,
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah.
Well, I was.
This is like when we were in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And Danny asked, "How often do you guys see sharks?" And like the guy just goes, every once in a while." Nobody says anything
There's
else.
no follow-up.
And Danny's just standing on this boat. We're in the middle of this bayou, and he just goes, "Okay." And just sits down. Like, how else are you gonna get out of that situation?
I was
Like-
just, no one else said anything.
Yeah.
I figured
You
bringing
got-
up sharks would be cool.
But what's
and the
funny
guy
is
was just
that-
like, sometimes.
You got your question answered.
But,
All right,
but the
that's
funny part
cool.
about that is that the okay didn't sound like a confirmation to what he said. The okay was like, "You all betrayed me."
Okay.
Okay, Judas.
Okay, okay, you motherfuckers, you're gonna
The
leave
shark
me.
will fuck up
He's
your
gonna
day.
leave me here.
Oh, I forgot about
You
that.
remember that one?
Oh my
I didn't
god.
prepare a follow-up question. I figured sharks would do this.
See,
Would do it
that's-
themselves.
That's
I figured
always the way it goes.
That guy
You're-
was
you're
still.
not
I mean,
prepared.
he was also still worried about the fact that
He almost killed
I,
you?
he almost murdered me.
Somebody almost
Yeah.
got pulled into the fan.
No, Pat
No.
almost got impaled by a tree.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
hearing about
Do you know
that.
this story?
No.
Okay, so this is my New Orleans. This is the best story I have from New Orleans.
Nolan.
What?
That's true.
Yeah, that we
Legally.
can tell
On the
legally.
podcast.
So we were on this like boat bayou, like let's go see the alligators
Swamp
type
tour.
of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
swamp tour. There we go.
With the big fan.
Yeah, on a fan boat. Except it's not like they put 6 of us on a boat and we all went out. It's like they put 30 people on this boat and they all have like rows of seating, and you head out on the swamp. So you have to make big wide turns, right? So he like rips around this one corner, right? And he's making this big wide turn and the boat just starts drifting this way, right? And
As they go
Justin
drifting.
is sitting next to me, and I think was it Saggy? Saggy was right here, and we see the branch. I had an open seat next to me, and there was like a little bar here.
A little
right?
child.
Yeah, yeah. A small. Oh my god!
right over the kid's head.
So, as the tree is coming closer, I think to myself, "We're going awful fast," and then. As it's coming in, I realized like we're gonna hit it.
Yeah.
And at the last second, I like just stood up real quick, and I mean like
on the Justin's
within
lap.
inches of this fucking huge like serrated fucking end like branch going into the boat underneath that barrier, and then when the boat turned, when he like jerked it real hard to like get us out of there, right? It fucking snapped off and just exploded into splinters.
Oh, you almost
So-
got Final Destination.
Pretty much.
100%.
Pretty much.
If he didn't move, that would have went right in. That would have went right into his side.
into me.
Yep.
Like I would have fucking died. And
would
so
have
like
been impaled.
Liz would have got a nice settlement.
so after
They're
this
not
though,
married. She
the
wouldn't get
guy
anything.
is constantly
Nah, they're
saying like in between talking about alligators and turtles and like whatever shit they eat, like he's straight up just like he just goes, "Are you good, man? I just want to make sure you all right. You know, I sorry, I was a sharp turn. I didn't realize."
Yo,
like,
man,
"Yeah."
you
I'm
good?
like, yeah, I'm good. Like, we're okay. Like, it's like he'd go
Coming
to the
down
next.
from the
He'd start
adrenaline right now.
yeah, he'd start talking about it. He says, "You sure you good though?" You know what I mean? Because like he knew if I fuck like my family would have owned that whole business.
My
Yeah,
dad
well,
would have been driving
that-
that fan boat.
That is true. He was deaf in
Tom
one
behind
ear.
the wheel on the fan boat. He's like, best thing that ever happened to me was Pat's injury.
He's also probably half
And
in
then
the
they-
bag while he's driving the fucking boat.
I mean, and not possibly
Down
because
there,
this man
moonshine,
was
like,
telling
woo.
us he was like, I grew up on this swamp.
On
it
this
was
boat.
like to get to work, I take my,
My
boat,
boat.
to get to work. So
To
this
drive
man
a
doesn't
bigger boat.
drive.
Also, I forget that we saw some guy get his foot run over in the parking lot afterwards. Do you guys remember that? I forgot.
I forgot
that.
about
and like,
that.
It's one of those things where like if it happened in New Jersey, it would everyone around would be like, "Oh my fucking god! Like what happened?" Like because Jerseyans have nothing better to do. In Louisiana, though, that happened. Nobody blinked.
So you're saying that people have more shit to do in Louisiana?
No, I
than
just
here?
feel like their
Louisiana?
minds are more absent, probably,
Well,
so they wander more.
The amount of people I've seen get hit on bikes by cars in New York, for both
yeah.
people to get up and be like, "Oh, you!" just yell at the other person and then go on their merry way.
That's
I'm not kidding. I've seen that 10+ times. Like both, like
In how long? In like
within
the couple
the
of
5-year
years?
span of me living
okay.
up by the city.
Wait, hold on. Going back to this foot thing, I just want to say this. The guy who got his foot ran over was a fucking champion. Because this guy rolls up, runs over his foot, and stops on it, and is straight up just like, "Ah! You run over my foot!" And then the guy just moves. He goes, "What the fuck, man?" Like, that was it. Like, they have some Cajun strength that I don't know about, you know?
It's
Yeah, you would
can't-
agree. You can't argue.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess so, right?
I've been sucking back Old Bay for years. I'm good.
It's definitely the gumbo.
And this is the
don't
reality
feel
that
that
Doctor
foot
Strange created when he got his nut
gangrene.
and tore apart the fabric of reality. I got murdered. My family owns a fucking swamp
bayou
tour.
swamp tour?
Yeah.
And they got to get in the business.
I just
That's
picture
true.
the memorial where it happened. There's like a shrine in the middle of the swamp with your
and you know what? There's a
bust of you.
shark swimming around it.
Yeah.
It's actually a
No
statue of
discernible
Pat
jawline,
sitting
though.
on the branch with his feet in the water, like Huck Finn.
But Pat is like a 10-year-old boy.
The age of
Overalls and capris and a straw hat.
want to remember him how we
Overalls.
thought about him.
Overalls, for sure.
Only one done, one strap
I
out.
picture like the one strap hanging from the tree branch, and you're just like hooked on it like this.
And he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do, face?"
That's Pat.
So what?
And
if?
there's a fucking star right where the log entered my side.
So what if?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright.
that's our what if.
Yeah, what if?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I think if they do it like how they did like Love, Death, and Robots, where each episode is kind of like, I don't want a storyline. I don't want a cohesive storyline in between episodes. Give me like one-off episodes, 20 to 30 minutes of being like, what if this?
Each episode is two different characters just
Stand
interacting
alone,
in different parts of the universe.
I definitely think I'm gonna wager that the framing is gonna be, it's like Jeffrey Wright is gonna be like, oh, and in this next universe, and then it like goes in through one of the shards that's a window to the universe, and he'll just be there to bring you from timeline to timeline.
I don't even need that. Just
Yeah,
start.
just drop
Let
me
me
in.
figure
Like-
it out.
like Love, Death, and
it's like,
Robots. Just drop me right in.
But
This
that, or
is,
like
this
the
is for
DC
children and dumb people. You know what I mean? It's
Louisiana.
Disney. They assume
Cajuns.
that
You're right. Yeah.
Disney assumes that you're a kid or you're an idiot.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
I guess.
I mean, fair enough.
And it is animated, and it's animated in a very Fortnite.
They said there's more. They said there's more animated shows on the
There
way.
better
That's
be.
awesome.
Yeah.
hope.
I
Like
hope
that,
so.
the graphics of that look very
really
cool.
good.
I
They
love
look
that
cool.
art direction.
I'm not with the art style.
No?
You guys know me. I like my hard black lines.
It's
Was that
true. You need-
similar to
you
what-
need outlines? Anything
But-
without
but
an
dude,
outline?
Was
like,
that
here's the
similar to
thing,
what
I'm
Spider-Verse
really-
was?
Very
what was that?
similar.
Very similar. Okay, all right.
you say?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
It's like very
Um,
similar to
that
it.
was-
I only saw that once.
That
I
was
can't remember it
comic-y.
too
They
well.
made that a little bit more flat. This looks like Borderlands to me.
But it's also the
okay.
frame rate too. Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
took frames out of shots and
to make
and-
it
yeah.
comic-y,
On the
yeah.
twos.
Anime.
What?
Sorry.
You're talking?
It's an animation
Shut
term.
the fuck up, bitch.
Damn, bro.
I deserved that one.
So ruthless.
Take a walk.
But yeah, more
would if I
animations are
could.
coming. More animated stuff is coming. I'm not totally in love, but like, have you guys seen any of the new DC animated stuff?
No.
They changed their
No.
animation style, so they actually made their lines harder and thicker.
All that Pat
I
wants.
realized what I said as I said it.
Give him that hard. Give him that thick.
And
But what's
it's,
weird is I
Long
know what
Halloween,
you're- I
Long
know what you're
Halloween Part
talking
1.
about.
Long Halloween Part
Yeah.
1 came out, and that's where they debuted this new animation style. It looks good, and that I like that. Like I grew up on Batman the Animated Series, so I'm always like slighted towards that. You all right? Okay.
Good.
So yeah,
got a big
I'm always
handshake.
that's what I like to look for. And this I don't feel like, scratch that itch,
You
so to
gonna
speak.
like it.
Yeah, I will probably. I mean, I don't like Loki. That's the first thing that Marvel's put out that I genuinely don't
I
like.
genuinely did not like Falcon
No.
Winter Soldier.
Every
okay.
series they've
I
released so
get that.
far,
I get
I've
that.
just been lukewarm on. Like I don't hate it, but it's just like this is
WandaVision
not
was I
fulfilling.
loved.
I love WandaVision.
Like
Nah,
I
I'm-
deeply,
but
I
alright,
really
Nick,
liked
so,
WandaVision.
so yeah, like I will say I enjoyed watching those characters. I thought the first 3 episodes were boring and didn't give us any storyline, and then the conclusion was very disappointing, where it's just like, oh, we fight Agatha in the sky, like every
What else? It's a superhero movie.
Yeah,
what
but-
else are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna
he
fight the
bought a
bad guy?
fucking house for her,
Yeah.
and he died, and she gave her the map.
I just felt like
Okay,
WandaVision.
that was very
Everybody
hard.
says that WandaVision is the best of the 3, which it is, but it's like that's a low bar. And again, it's like
that's fair.
Falcon
Like,
Winter
it's-
Soldier. I enjoyed everything up until that last episode, and it was just like, wow, this was way too try
I-
hard.
I felt it was like a boring act 2 and like an offshoot of a Captain America movie.
Why did
That's
just
like-
make them movies? All 3 of these series could have just been movies.
I don't know about that.
We're
I
gonna
don't
talk-
know
we're gonna talk-
about that one.
Well, we
We're
could.
gonna- no, I'm with you.
I'm
You
just
could
gonna
have
say
done-
this when we get we'll get more into it when we talk about Loki next week or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like they're having trouble creating like full storylines per episode. It's like they really want to stretch out the storyline,
And that's what
to make a
happens
full arc,
when
but
you open the door.
You have to have some
Now we
type
got
of
Skeetos.
conclusion on the end of an episode. They're just not good TV writers.
Fly right in.
I know. No, I
Now
do,
it's
I,
in here.
He'll
I,
go out the other side.
I agree with you. It's also difficult. I think when you only limit it to 6 episodes, like
yeah, just make it a movie.
that's the thing. Like
Just make
6
it a
episodes
movie.
is too short, and if 8 episodes is fine, 10 to 12 episodes is like probably a little gratuitous. But
You want to go
I
in the
miss
7
the
to
I
8
days
range.
of
I think if you make it
episode
good,
seasons.
I'll watch as many fucking episodes
that's
as you
a
put
great
out.
point. If they made Loki like a lot better, I would watch 10 episodes no
But
problem.
like the fact that we're getting way into this.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. We should probably actually divert, but
What
we'll
else
get
we
back.
gotta talk
We'll get
about?
back to it. All right. So on the topic of Marvel, which is a good show for us to come back on, because I think everybody here likes the MCU in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would we be here if we didn't?
I mean, fair enough.
They put out a movie every year, and that's like the highlight of at least one of our shows every once in a while.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, okay, I kind of feel like if the pandemic didn't happen, this wouldn't have, I guess, like had such great expectations as far as like
The first
going back
Marvel
to the
movie.
movies and seeing a Marvel movie. So we'll start baseline there. Non-spoilers. I mean, non-spoilers first.
Yep.
And then
Can
we'll
you
do
do it?
spoilers
Can you
after.
do a non-spoiler for a movie that
you
doesn't
can.
have a-
Yes, you can. You can. We've done it before.
Yeah.
So then I'll just
Kick
get
it
straight
off.
going.
Kick
Yeah.
it off.
Go for it.
It's okay. Like
I would
Yeah.
say
I'm
it's
not
better
like
than okay. It's fine.
yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
not. It's exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
It didn't blow me away. Like this movie is really like 4 or 5 years too late at this point.
Yeah.
I think if you put
Yeah.
this
That's a
out
great point.
in between after Civil
Where
War,
chronologically it belongs.
you know,
Right.
like, and here's the other thing: people had been asking for a Black Widow solo movie since Winter Soldier came out, so it's not like they couldn't,
They
just
didn't have the ask.
put
yeah.
this out. You know what I mean? It's just like I feel like they kind of owed Scarlett Johansson a favor, and like this was it because like
Yeah.
also the director and writing team are like her choices.
Because the
Like,
whole
those are
time
her
we were
friends.
directed-
I have no fucking idea. All I know is that she put her
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 crew on
name
it.
on the line. Like Marvel's like,
She
here's
was an
a
EP
movie
on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was an executive producer on
Yeah.
it.
I mean, as any
Which I
smart
guess,
person
like,
would be.
yeah,
at
I
this
guess,
point,
like,
yeah.
hands down,
Tom
hands
Hiddleston's
down.
a producer on Loki.
Which
Gotta
which
make
means
at
that all of a
this
sudden he then
point,
gets
though,
a say.
in playing
Now.
the character, and like Hugh Jackman, like owns a percentage of the actual Wolverine character.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Like-
yeah. Because he helped form what it really is today. But it's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. I had another point. I can't remember what it was, but it's
Stan
fine.
Lee has a screenplay credit on this.
Yeah,
I guess
I
that
mean,
makes sense.
probably
Like,
because
I
he
guess.
invented it.
Yeah, I just usually they do that like based on the characters developed by.
Oh no!
I guess
Is it-
I guess now it's probably part of his,
Yeah.
estate deal.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
knows?
yeah. But
even-
I remember my point.
doesn't
It was
matter.
the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just thinking like, why are you showing this to me?
I
Like,
think
why'd you
Pat-
make this?
Really?
It's not bad.
Why-
it just
why'd
doesn't
you
have
make
a
it?
reason to exist.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's
I think
fine.
your
It's
point-
entertaining,
I
but
think
it's
your
just why
point-
did you make this?
Yeah, if it came out chronologically when it should have back then, would have done.
would have been so much better.
I would have been so much more invested. Well, that like we were talking about this before. It's like this is not a spoiler. She does not die in it because
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
movies happen
Yeah.
at the end and after with her involved. So like the whole point in as I went and watched it, I was like, there's not going to be any
I
tension
felt
for me.
sad at this character's death already. It's a
Yeah.
confusing emotion to go back to.
It's weird because you're kind of like
Okay.
this is. Yeah, that's a good point too because it's like when you do throwback things like that, they usually don't last for an entire movie or as the main focal point. Like it's usually like if someone's dead and it's like you're going back to it, kind of just like touching on it most of the time.
You're following another character in
Yeah.
the past,
Or you're
and
pulling
then
up
this
Luke and
person
Leia
is there.
CGI de-aged in Rise of Skywalker. I'm just saying, maybe that's not a great idea either.
But I mean,
Maybe it's not the
maybe
best
maybe it was even give the audience some time to actually mourn the character. Do this movie 10 years down the line. Who knows?
well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
at
But
that
then
point-
it definitely doesn't
there's
make
no
sense.
way it
Then
would.
there's
Yeah,
literally
either way,
zero
I
reason
mean,
to do
we could
it.
talk about what we wish could have happened, but I feel like
Right.
ultimately at the day,
was
it
fine.
deserves to be judged on its merits. And honestly,
yeah. It
was
it's a
fun.
cool
Which
action
I
movie.
think
There
we
you go.
are-
That's what I thought it was going to be, and that's what it was.
Yep. And the cast is great. I can't
Cast-
say enough.
David
about
All
Arbor
it.
right,
is
It's
we'll
a
see you next
character.
time. No,
Yeah, no, cast was great. I
Yep.
felt everybody did really well
yo,
in it.
how come everybody in this movie
Can't
is
do a Russian
acting in the
accent.
same movie besides for Rachel Weisz? She is acting in a totally different film, 100% the
I think
entire
she's
time.
just on a different level of acting.
I mean, that is true too. That she is better than everybody else who's on
there
screen.
Yeah.
is like, I mean, like Scarlett Johansson. Not taking anything away from her, but she's like, like a movie star. And then you have
Florence Pugh.
what else has she been in? I don't really.
Midsummer.
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 She's
Okay.
also.
Oh,
do you guys
yeah.
know Fighting with My Family? That movie about Paige from the WWE.
Right.
She
No.
plays Paige.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
She was in Little Women, which I think she got nominated for an
Right.
Oscar for.
Okay.
I only
so,
know her from Midsummer.
it only makes sense that she was going to end up in the MCU at some point.
I mean,
we- can
everybody.
we-
Marvel was like, we're going to get this real quick because you're young and hot right now.
We're just gonna take it.
Can we talk about the bullshit, like, I don't know if you want to call it trailer bait, but like hype bait of being like, Tony Stark's going to be in this, and it was just a cut of him, like,
Well, actually,
Wait, where
hold
was he
on,
in the
hold on.
movies?
Let's talk about this in spoilers because there is some documentation out there that there are things that are shot with him in it and that it didn't make the final cut.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait for the DVD.
Because I feel like there's
The
some
director's cut.
dialogue between two characters that hints towards another character, and I was just like, "Oh, this is the moment." And then
Is he
the
calling
stuff
it?
that I saw never showed up. So
Right. Okay.
Well,
Wait.
is there anything to talk about non-spoilers still?
yeah,
Okay.
this is not a spoiler because I've seen it all over Twitter, and I'm just gonna say it right now: Taskmaster is not the biggest issue with this movie. He's not. I know people are upset about Taskmaster.
Issues with this movie
I know that people are upset about Taskmaster because
because it's not who it was in the book.
yeah, it's not who it was, but like it's just why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why did
doesn't.
you don't get nobody gave a fuck about a C-list villain before this, and now everyone's pretending like they
Now
do.
you're gonna get all like you
Yeah.
know.
They're just looking for reasons to be angry.
Yeah.
It's just they're just
and
looking
that-
for reasons
How
that-
to
can we
just
take this
not
just
like
okay
it.
movie and be mad
Well,
about
that's
it?
the
Yeah.
problem. When you start looking for like nitpicky reasons to be angry about like,
Yeah.
a piece of content, it's generally a pretty good piece of content.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me
you're,
wrong,
And you're
there's
trying
stuff
your
that-
best to find things to not
Correct.
like.
There's stuff that rubs me the wrong way in like moments in movies where I'm like, really fucking that, you know what I mean? But it's never anything that's like character driven or like story driven. It's like shit when they're like trying to push an agenda or like there's a political message
big
behind.
agenda
you know?
in this
Oh
one.
yeah, but here's the thing: they don't do it well. And when they try to do it, it was so shoehorned in. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't mind if you do that. Do it well. You didn't do it well. It was like this spy movie that all of a sudden turned into this. Whoa, what the fuck? What are we talking about all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You know.
So,
So either way, it's fine.
Do we want to move out of?
Yeah, it's fine.
spoilers,
I give it a. It's fine. It's the MCU. See it. It's gonna be.
Yeah,
you're gonna
it's-
like it.
it's
I had a
fun.
good time at the movies.
What
This
one
is
of-
also not a connection to anything
No,
else.
no,
This
no,
is
no.
filling in the
No.
blanks. So
one of
don't get
one of
too
the favorite
excited.
comments I read about it was like, I didn't realize I needed a prequel for Black Widow's vest.
Yeah.
in Infinity War.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I cracked the fuck
Yeah.
up
That's
when I read
hysterical.
That's
that.
so great. That's like
That's
fucking Han
funny.
Solo though. The real like
Yeah.
the one thing I didn't want to see was like how he got his gun, how he got his ship,
How he got his
met
name.
Chewie. It's just like just show me a Han Solo adventure at him at his peak, and that whole movie was nothing like here's your pistol.
I'm gonna hold
Here's-
back.
Yeah. No, just it's okay. We don't need
Down,
to. We don't
Nick.
need to. All right.
Down, Nick.
So let's go into spoilers. I will start with this though. This fucking crushed the box office. It made
So, yeah.
220 million in the first weekend.
Hold
80
on.
million was from
80 million domestic.
was 60
million.
million. Oh, I gotta say that one last. 78 million came for international market. 60 million came from Disney
No.
Plus alone.
That-
Dude, that is enough for them to reconsider every release at this point.
So
They're
that's
like, why the
1,000%.
fuck wouldn't we?
75%
Of your
domestic
original,
box office.
yes.
Yep.
Wow.
And so what's interesting is the fact that Disney was fully transparent about this, which it's easy to be transparent about a huge success like this, but they were fully transparent. Like, this is exactly how much money that we made from this. And I like that.
we got a live
They
ticker
were
up on
just-
the wall.
Exactly. Everybody tune in. But
Just
but-
fucking hitting each other with stacks of 50s.
But yeah, it was. I love the fact that they were fully transparent about it, because this is, COVID obviously changed the game with movies, and now just releasing movies directly to whatever streaming service you have, and so
Sorry, keep going. What?
Are you okay?
It's hard to keep this train of thought.
Tell me.
so
Joe
I-
walks out.
he just
Rolls
opens
under
the
the
garage.
garage.
I just like that Disney is being so transparent about it.
Just,
That
like,
now I'm
rubbing their
hoping
nose in
I'm
it.
hoping that other networks and other
Yeah, that's a good
streaming
point.
services are now going to be transparent about their numbers, so we can actually see how
Yeah.
successful is
And
this
actually,
being. I
this
hope this
plays
changes
in-
the game.
This plays into a precursor to the theater experience, because there was some fucking animals at the last two times. Like, if they're gonna do this, if they're just gonna make me pay $30, it costs $30 for
So-
me and Liz just to get tickets anyway.
Well, it cost me. That's what I looked at. I was like, do I want to pay $30 and watch some like my 45-inch TV in my living room, or do I want to pay like $25? Get me some popcorn. Get me an icy.
Yeah.
Get me some of those pretzels.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds like you made bad choices the whole
I
way
did
to
make
Black
total
Widow.
bad choices doing this. Yeah, I came out of it feeling bad.
So, but that's the thing is that like so.
But for
Last
two
week,
people.
Yes.
Yes.
So it makes sense, and I don't have to deal with these fucking heathens
Animals.
that were at my theater. Okay, a week ago,
Spill the
Liz
tea.
came up to me and she goes, "You want to go to the movies?" I was like, "Cool, we're going to see Fast and Furious, right?" She's like, "Nah, I want to see The Purge." I was like, "Okay, sure, let's go,
Like your
right?"
Liz voice.
Yeah.
I want to see The Purge.
Forgot Liz was from Savannah, Georgia.
Patrick, I hope you take me to The Purge.
Then that's mad luxurious.
Mommy, me and the Naparano boy are purging this year together.
Lord me, oh my, we going to The Purge.
So
I'm gonna
you
get
and
fucking
yourself-
purged after this.
you and your Southern Belle.
Yes, me and my Southern Belle. We go to the movies, and the movie has already started. The trailers are over. Everyone's quiet. First of all, the AMC dining theater, you're not a dining theater anymore because you have to order your food at a counter now, and then they'll bring it to you. And if you want like refills or something, they just got rid of serving. Like you have to go and get your food yourself, and then
So now it's a movie
like,
theater
yes,
with
I thought this was
different
America.
quality food.
exactly. So I was like, well, I was like,
my
well,
tub of popcorn
the
and get
no-
it refilled.
I want
when I
my-
snack.
keep it
I
coming,
want my
motherfuckers.
quesadilla.
Like, okay, so already the novelty of this place has worn off. Okay, I don't want to fucking go back there if it's not what it is. The second thing is, first off, all these teenage girls walk in. They're teenage girls. They're gonna yell, scream. Fine, I don't care about that. Especially most teenagers are like, "Hey, shh, can you be quiet?" Like they'll listen. All right, they'll be like, "Oh shit, all right, never mind." Right?
Adult, I'm sorry.
This fucking piece of shit that came in afterwards, right? Big that guy, that fucking Italian, like huge beer belly,
Oh,
like
just
four
a fat New
chins,
Jersey
like
Italian.
a fat
Don Vito.
Don Vito
Don
walked
Vito.
in, and like the first thing he does is curse out the teenagers. Like he's like, "Hey, why don't you shut your fucking mouths?" Like that. Like then he sits 2 seats down from me and is fucking shoving food. Exactly. Like, oh, I just is better. He gets in the recliner, lays back like the big piece of shit that he is, and he goes, "Oh, I should get this from my living room." It feel like I wanted to fucking stab this motherfucker. Okay.
You're like,
So
I
then-
hope you choke, and I'm not gonna help
so
you.
then we're about 25 minutes worth of commentary in, and he stops. I was like, oh shit. Someone told him to shut the fuck up, right? Wrong. He starts snoring then.
He died.
He started snoring. I was like, I don't know what's worse, if we wake him up or we keep him asleep. Because he snored so fucking loud. So loud. He was a fucking piece of shit. I hope he doesn't come back.
What theater did you go
AMC Dine-In at Menlo Park Mall.
Well, see, that's why he wants those chairs for his living room. And he can just fall asleep right away.
Like a fat asshole that he is.
Probably got sleep
Suffocated.
apnea.
Okay.
Yeah.
to? I have. I
Okay, you
also
go.
have
Go ahead.
Down
theater.
his body.
I went to the movie by myself. I was like, this is, like, I'm a grown man.
What's that like?
It was.
I do that. I did that for the last.
I did it
time.
for Mission Impossible
I've
3,
never
and I've
done
never
it.
felt the
I'm not
same.
against it. I'm just.
It's a
what is
little
it like?
depressing.
It was a
Okay.
little depressing, but
okay.
it was also nice to not have to like worry about anybody. Like I just get to my seat, do my own thing.
You could always call me. I'll go to the movies with you.
You're gonna drive an
I
hour.
tried- I
to come
No,
tried to
let's
do
just
that.
meet at the Cinemark. It's
I
like
tried
20
to
minutes
do
away
that.
from
But
each
anyway,
place.
so I get there, and then I didn't think about this, but this is a movie where kids are gonna be. I forgot that children exist for the last year and a half in COVID.
Where you
And
going
here's
with
this guy by
So-
himself.
whipping out.
So
No, he's
two,
not.
two rows behind me, I got like there's like a mom and 2 kids, and the
Uh-huh.
older kid is like a little baby Pat Naparano, and he's every trailer he's got a comment, and he's talking in his full voice, and
I didn't like that.
I
The
was
best
never
was-
that guy in the movie theater.
well, I mean, he's like
He's current you, but
he's current you.
at 10 years old.
but
How many trailers do I? You see this? Like,
Shang-Chi ended. The trailer ended, and he goes, "Oh, karate guy."
What?
And then
I got it. I
he's
saw
like,
it. It's
"Oh,
karate.
That's
It's
the
karate.
karate guy."
Yeah.
So then, at the end of the movie, there's the post-credit scene,
Yeah.
and so that it closes. He goes, "Well, that just ruins everything for me. Whole movie out the window." And I was like, "Come on, dude! Like,
You gotta relax. This kid's too uptight
kid's like
for
12
10 years old. He's gonna
He's
have.
gonna be bald.
Dude, I
and
swear
he's
to
gonna
God,
have your
I,
ruined
it's
it.
the
Pressure by
fucking,
18
it's the
for me.
fucking story chuds on YouTube, bro. The guys who rip movies apart if they don't have rock solid stories. You know, if everything's not the fucking what is it, the father? If everything's not the father, these
Avatar
guys,
is what
yeah,
you're talking
okay, you're right. They tear it apart.
Avatar."
Anyway, yeah. So there was that, and then just Black Widow. This is the fucking cherry on top. We get in, and this fucking animal that's sitting next to Liz, right, has her bare feet up on the chair, like this, like up and to the left, so they're facing Liz. And like, I didn't sit there because I didn't want to deal with that. So I sat in the other seat next to
Make
a
Liz
solo.
deal with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Make
next to
Liz deal with barefoot. You're
a
dealing
solo-
with Fat Vito.
a solo artist over here. So this fucking piece of works feed her out. And then eventually what she does is she lifts up the fucking middle, like to be like with
get
her
to
boy.
Liz.
No. This is
Puts her feet up. You want to
No.
rub them?
These puppies are screaming.
My dogs are barking.
I was gonna say the dogs have been barking all day, boys. But then she turns like this and lays like this, and her head is like right next to Liz's, like right here.
She
Now,
should've
Liz,
leaned on her.
Liz didn't say anything, but I was like, I think in that moment you're entitled to sniff somebody else. Like if they did that,
That'll
just
get 'em out of your
sniff them. They'll be
space.
like, "What the fuck?" You'd be like, "No, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of my space."
Get out of my zone.
Actually, not even what it's just like. I like your shampoo. What kind of shampoo you got there?
Is that Pert Popular?
Oh, maybe
That
that
smells
that
nice.
might be too much. I think just sniffing them is fine.
And then not saying anything, just staring, just right into their eyes.
Do you want some popcorn?
I dropped some M&Ms in them. Maybe you can get some chocolate.
They're all
surprise.
melty.
Surprise.
No, I
That's
really wanted to
fucking
say,
horrid.
hey, get your stinking, smelly fucking feet off of the chair, you animal.
Probably got athlete's foot.
If you want to do that, you could watch
probably.
this on Disney Plus, okay?
Yeah.
For $29.99 on all streaming
exactly.
platforms.
And they were there, like they had to pay at least $30 to get in there. So like, if you want to be a fucking animal, do it at your house. I'll be right there with you as long as we're in your house being animals,
See, this-
but not
that's-
out in public.
That's
you
the
fucking
problem.
piece of shit.
Everybody's been inside for a year and a half, and
They're used
their
to it.
feet,
Yeah.
feet
They
up.
used
All
to
right.
just feet out, balls out. I mean, like I watched this on Disney Plus. I watched it
Your
in my
balls
living
out.
Oh,
room.
true. How was
Were your
that? How
balls
was that
and feet
experience?
out?
Balls out. It was fine.
Joe, how do you
It was
feel
fine.
about Danny's
It
balls
was
being
fine.
out in your living room?
Oh, it's always out.
He's got
It's-
one ball.
He's got one?
Confirmed. Danny's
Yeah,
got
one
one
ball.
ball.
I keep the other one in the boxes.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
one gets.
Little
Well, you
Ryan
never
gets
showed.
here.
You
Suck
can't.
it in.
Come over.
It's like
Well-
it's like when you're sleeping, you just kick one leg out of the covers to like you cool that one leg off.
You also
Yeah.
don't open the full Ark of the Covenant, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like,
crack it.
You just
Your
crack
eyes
it.
crack it.
All right, let's get to Black
Oh,
Widow.
yeah, we were
spoilers.
talking about Black
Yeah,
Widow.
All right,
You know.
right off the top of my head, so they just remade the Winter Soldier, huh?
Yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
did.
pretty much.
Like, I'm sorry,
I would
it's
disagree with you.
no. I mean, like,
Winter
it's
Soldier
not,
was a lot cooler.
It is.
Well,
It is, and
that's
it's
not quality,
a lot.
but-
like the problem with that is that the Winter Soldier is an original work, whereas this is like, let's just use that template and see if it's the same. And although I think the action, the production's awesome, like the performances are good across the board, the villains are trash, like all MCU villains. And what's it called?
At least they're not big gray monsters.
Yeah,
so
that's a good
could
point.
be a lot worse.
And it's bombs and bullets, so I like that side of the MCU more
beams,
than
Yeah. I think the issue I had
magic and
was like one thing that bothered me so much was clearly they got a lot of flack for saying Budapest in like the other movies, and then like
They made it a point.
and they made it a point for her to be like Budapest. I think it's the
Yeah.
Pest.
Which that I'm listening. I was like, why are you showing me this?
I was-
There's so many things. I was like, why
Yeah,
do we have to
like
talk
I
about
expected her to like look at the audience and go like,
this?
we got a guest on the show.
You got a cameo from Moth.
Moth is here to talk about Black.
maybe we should get a citronella candle in here
Moth,
too.
Moth just loves
Citronellas
lamp.
don't do shit.
Do they really not?
They don't do shit.
Really?
Yep.
How do you
Not
know
my
that?
experience.
You need to look them up. You need to look.
You need
up.
to do your research.
I have to look up a citronella candle. I know
Well,
what it's supposed to do. Just tell me why it doesn't.
Well, because it just doesn't do that. Like,
What does it do then?
This is how little
It's-
we have to say about the movie. Is that we're just
We're
like,
literally
talking
willing
about
to talk
Literally
about anything
citronella
else.
candles.
No, I mean, like,
citronella in itself, most candles like aren't technically like a mosquito repellent. It's just like mosquitoes don't like sometimes. It's not a guaranteed repellent. It's
I
just,
will
like, the
say that-
smell's
Yeah,
nice
but
or
it's
not.
like my vaccine, where like it's not a guarantee,
Tea
but I
tree
have a
oil.
better chance.
Tea tree oil is much better.
Okay, well, do you got it?
I have a lot of it in my apartment.
Well, you're gonna bring it next time
Oh, we'll bring a
because
diffuser,
my
we'll put
fucking
that
caps
shit
are
right
itchy,
there.
So
and
that's-
it ain't from anything in here. It's from the mosquitoes.
That's
biting.
what I used for our 4th of July party. I used a diffuser.
Yeah.
Did you get bit?
I didn't actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
You get bit.
That's
You
what-
got bit?
You got bit?
bit.
I
Well,
mean, I bit you a
that's
little.
what down
get
in down in Costa Rica when I
Oh,
This man's
shit.
exotic.
now they
Fuck.
told us to bring like
rhythm of the night.
they told us to bring tea tree oil and like mint oil and things like that because citronella is apparently a joke. And I'm gonna take their word for it. They're on the fucking.
Well, yeah,
equator.
They
I mean,
deal with way
fair
more
enough,
bugs,
but they
yeah,
also have
yeah.
way more aggressive mosquitoes. You know what I mean?
Speaking of pheromones,
Oh, okay. Yes, perfect topic. All right, spoilers for Black Widow. That's not how the human body works. I'm sorry to.
you could,
Yeah.
I could walk 2 feet in that
and
direction
listen,
and
listen,
not smell
and
your
not smell
pheromone
you.
This
and
is
shoot you in the head.
This is all nitpicks, but I
Yeah.
but I feel
That's all
like
we've
no,
got.
that's
This
a-
movie
so
is not
that
good
was-
enough
that was
to overlook
so
it.
stupid
that
though.
was such a bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to sever the nerve. I didn't realize I could sever my entire olfactory
Yo,
system by
I-
just banging my head and
right
getting
back.
and like
yeah, by just getting CTE.
there's this hint of like of domestic abuse, abuse in general, human trafficking.
Well, is he
like,
not meant to be Harvey Weinstein?
Okay,
Is that
okay,
not-
that's
all right,
that was
yeah,
100% Harvey Weinstein.
Okay.
right. Like
All
that's
right.
what that was, right?
Okay,
like,
yeah. I
yes.
thought I was the only one.
I was I was so
That's
ready
where
to
I was-
talk about
You have like
Leading
a
up
fat,
to.
chunky dude with glasses who's
Okay,
like
just
in control
getting
of
up in
all
her
of these
face.
women.
I like that
literally
whole red room
controlling-
shit. I
With
think
too
that's a
many
cool
buttons
concept.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like some greasy piece of shit that has like
Control over women.
over women.
Right.
And like I get that I totally support like, you know, burying those guys 6 feet under the prison. You know what I mean? But I just feel like his motivation to do what he was doing was like never explained.
Well,
It was
no,
non-existent.
no. I
It
think-
was
no,
just,
it
I
was-
wish
I think
to
it
take
was-
over the world.
It was not
Is it?
explained like overtly, but like he was like basically wanted to feel powerful because he was not a powerful person.
But
You know
he
what I mean?
was because he controlled fucking
what
everything
I'm
for the
saying.
last 60 years. Like
But
you know,
that's what I'm
like
saying. It's like
since
that
the
was
Cold
his only
War.
way to be a powerful person was by controlling other people.
Yeah.
I understand that, but it's also like, why are you doing that?
I did like
That's
seeing
all he's got.
I did like seeing
Exactly.
I don't know.
Nat confront like someone from her past and have it not be like, you know, like, oh, I used to like the intelligence agency said, like, no, like she knows this person name and face.
It's a
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
tangible
this,
person.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's a tangible person.
It like it's kind of like Yelena and Red Guardian and what's her Melina,
Melina.
her family.
It was real to me.
It was retconned in, but it felt like it fit. You know what I mean? Like they did that aspect well. I mean, like the
was the
dinner
best part.
scene was kind of painful to get through because
Yeah.
I mean, like if I was Nat in that situation, I would have just like flipped the table and grabbed that bitch by the throat and been like, "Hey, you're gonna tell me where I need to go, or I'm gonna sever your spine
But
from
that's
your
her
body."
family.
And meanwhile, the whole time, David Arbor's just making dad jokes.
Dude,
the
I fucking
entire
loved
time.
him.
He's the
He was
best.
hysterical.
He's the
best
He was
in the whole
hysterical.
movie.
But like
Like-
in that scene, it's just like we're just gonna stick with this. We're
See,
just not gonna
I
deter from
love
the
him,
dad
Love
jokes.
him getting like all tatted up. Love the gold teeth.
Oh,
love like
yeah.
the gnarly looking slob of a man that he is.
The
Yeah.
guy getting tattooed, David Arbor, while he's getting, I think the person who wrote this movie,
Was
they,
the tattoo artist?
they
or-
don't know what getting tattoos like.
Well, no, that the
Well,
whole-
he's
it's
he's a
it's
super
prison.
soldier.
tat.
Yeah, but
And
it's
it's
gonna
a
be all
prison tat.
fucking lines
He
everywhere.
doesn't
like
care. He's a prisoner,
Yeah,
and his
he's a
body
pri-
is
yeah.
clearly done with prison tats. Like
Right.
And also, it's on his back, so he's not seeing it.
I
like
don't
he
know,
doesn't
I
give.
just-
I think it's purely just a power.
once
thing.
again, it's a
Nit-
nitpick.
nitpick.
That's a
yeah,
nitpick.
Like
That's a nitpick.
his Russian accent though, him slipping in and
Yeah.
out of that
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
That whole
Pretty-
movie
pretty
was
much
really
Just
everybody's-
added to the.
I like
no,
how
everybody's.
a
good.
Disney movie has a Russian translation for so long douchebags on their subtitles.
Yeah.
I was like, now I know how to. I know how to say that now.
Say it.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Say it right now. Say it.
He was, I think, my favorite part of the movie.
He was
He was
absolutely.
good.
The comedy he
charismatic.
brought
Absolutely.
in.
When he starts singing American Pie,
Yeah.
I was like, I actually got teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Teary-eyed.
I love.
Teary-eyed.
I love when he gets the first Treg dart in him, and he's like,
Yep.
"They must not under." And then all the other ones. Why didn't you move? You know,
Just
like,
move.
Because he's
Just
Because
Doug.
it's
very
not
cocky.
slapstick
Yeah.
comedy that
I
way.
love the fact that he keeps asking if Captain America said anything about him in all these years, and it's like, you never met Captain America.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they were contemporary.
Yeah, you know, we're not really rivals. More like, what was the
We
exact
have a
word?
respect.
Was it contemporary,
I think he
or was
said
it
he's-
mutual?
there was a
respect
respect.
or some shit. I
Yeah.
don't know.
but it could he could have Captain America could have just been aware of the Red Guardian
But the Red Guardian didn't show up until 1950s.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in 2011 till now.
Oh,
he
yeah,
could have found out
maybe.
that there's another super
This
soldier.
old fat Soviet dude in a prison.
Yeah,
Like,
he could have.
That's fair.
He could have found out that
What'd
in
you
the
guys-
80s, the
A
Russians
super
had a
soldier.
super
Which, by the way,
soldier.
all those prisoners are probably dead, or they're gonna die from starvation from that avalanche.
it's a Russian gulag. What's
Yeah.
gonna happen?
Yeah, they're
anyway?
gonna die.
It's
either
bound to
way.
happen. It's
yeah,
bound to
well,
happen.
you know, everyone's gonna die out there someday.
Casualties of Marvel.
They're probably better off dead. Actually.
Actually, speaking of that, this
Speaking
Marvel
of
movie,
the Gulag.
I feel like had way more like injuries and blood in it than most
Yeah.
other Marvel movies.
Yep.
I'm not saying that's a bad. Same with cursing too. The cursing was upped. I'm not saying those are bad things because I like more adult content
And grittiness.
However, I didn't notice until the second shot of that chick laying in the puddle that her leg was as fucked up as
Yeah,
it
too.
was.
it was
when it
brutal,
craned
yeah.
up.
Also,
They showed her head like blown open from her weird
Yeah.
thingy.
the
Yeah.
fucking net. She hits one vent that should have shattered her spine.
God.
Then there was one where she falls on her feet.
She
and
lands
goes
on her feet
forward
like a cat.
Yeah,
Yes.
and roll. Yeah,
She just lands right on
I
her
mean,
feet.
I
which
get
thought
it.
was
I
the
get.
same thing.
I get the whole superhero thing, but
She's
it's just
not a
like she's
superhero,
not a
though.
superhero.
She's
though.
just a really talented person.
Yeah.
But like that's not gonna stop your back from breaking when
Well,
you hit an air vent
And I mean,
falling
they
40
talked
feet.
about it. She's like, I don't think the Sky God is gonna take an ibuprofen after fighting. Like they
Yeah.
mentioned it.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah,
really,
it
I
was-
really want to do. I did this demonstration for Joe yesterday. I think. I
you gonna
think
do
he
the
was there.
fall?
To me, here's a nitpick. When they're in whatever little shop, and they're like
Talking and getting the supplies.
you're
Yeah.
getting supplies, and then what's the sister's name?
Yelena.
Elena
Florence.
is making fun of Natasha for doing the like land and
pose.
flipping her hair, and the guy behind the counter is just like counting money and not paying attention to her doing like the hair flip thing. It's like, come on,
They're-
dude.
they're-
He's got
they're-
a business to
Put a
run.
little-
they're-
no,
they're-
no.
they're
I'm
got
not
money-
talking-
he's
I'm
got
not talking about
bills
the
to
character.
count.
I'm talking about the actor. It's like put a little bit of effort into
They're
it
in
rather than
Morocco.
just
He doesn't
sitting
give a
there.
Well,
shit.
it's
He is
also-
paid
But
for
you're
that.
really
It's also-
nitpicking if you're
it's
looking
also
at
a
the
possibility.
extras in the back.
It's also
He's a featured background actor.
It's also a possibility that like that could have just been like a producer that they put in a Marvel.
It's
I mean, a
possible. It's very
producer would have
possible.
given
Yeah.
more than that.
Or it's just like the director's just like just look down, count your money, and pay no attention.
Count
To
your money.
35,
Count your money.
and then the shot will be over.
And count your money. That's your pay, by the way.
So
Take it
Taskmaster.
with you.
Taskmaster is a mercenary for hire. The whole thing with him is like he has photographic memory. But it
It's
eats
muscle
away.
memory, though.
It
Which is
eats
why he's a
away
good
at his
mimicker?
long-term and short-term memory though. So he's like there's like these like his whole comic dynamic is like he's forgetting who he is, and like he's best as a trainer because you can just train him to do new things, and then he can train other people to do that. So he's actually been hired by like different organizations to train
But
like
does-
Hydra and
yeah,
shit like
it
over
does
the
need
years.
to be physical things. Like he can't do magic. He can't do.
No.
I thought you were gonna say math.
He can't do
Can't do
math.
math.
He probably
No,
can't do math either.
He can't do
Probably
magic. I
can't.
mean, like that was the thing. Like he couldn't do like Doctor Strange's like.
Well, yeah, it's just
That's also
it's just-
sorcery. I
Yeah,
mean,
but the other
this
thing
is
is like-
as in his thing is like I need to look at somebody and their physical movement.
physical combat.
But that's the other thing too is so like his whole in this movie it's not in the moment where it is in the moment in the comics. Like nobody hears you played Spider-Man PS4, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Taskmaster's in the comics and I mean in that game and you can't use the same attack twice because he remembers it and mimics
cool.
it in that boss fight. So it's really kind of an in the moment thing. Whereas this is more like he's watching fights of Avengers and he knows how to fight like all of them. Now, the whole shield, the sword, the combat, all the gadgetry, all that's Taskmaster baked in. The look, he looks like that. Like everything he was doing was a part of Taskmaster as like the character from the comics. However, who's actually Taskmaster, we can just say it right now. It's Dreykov's daughter. Which, by the way, when they talked about that in the event, I was like, okay, we're just gonna give it away, huh?
Yeah.
Like you don't think anyone who's watching this movie is gonna know what this is?
At that point, I was still under the impression that it was going to be Rachel Weisz. I thought
okay.
she was going to wind up
Okay.
being
Well,
Taskmaster.
well,
Okay.
the other I stopped thinking was Rachel Weisz when they said the thing in the vent about Dreykov's daughter, like
Yeah. When they like put the second.
But then
lantern on
I
it, yeah.
did have a second thought when they talked about her mom being killed.
Yes.
I was like, okay, maybe it could be her mom. But then when he started talking in the office, I was like, it's his daughter for sure.
Oh, by the time she got there, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's his daughter. There's no way it's her
Well,
mom.
they even did like kind of a
What's
cool-
going on? Yo, close that. Close the door. Close the door. Was it?
We have
By
a
who?
guest.
Who?
Double D.
Who's here?
Oh, is that Judy?
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Look at this.
I thought there was an animal pushing open the door.
Look at this.
No, you
Close it,
okay.
close it.
We got here.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Wow.
A whole rock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mrs.
All right,
Enright.
Mrs. Enright. We just gotta show.
Do we want to?
Longer than expected.
Do we want to
Yeah.
get a chair in here?
so
she
What
can
is
sit?
this?
We just want to show. We got a lovely dish from Mrs. Enright.
What is this?
What is this?
No, because I thought
Close it,
Pat
close
was like, I was like, close it. I was like, is
Dude,
there like an
that
animal?
fucking raccoon that shows up, I would not be surprised if he tried to push the door open and come in here. Okay, so it was.
Y'all got
reaction
food?
was
I heard
priceless.
y'all got
So,
cookies.
I was like,
Now the
well,
raccoon.
okay,
Yeah,
but that's the thing.
yeah.
You had the door open, so the thought was in the back of my mind the entire
Right.
time. But I was like, if he comes in here, we can just scare him out. It'll be no problem. Okay, but
so
then
cavalier
the
about like.
But then when I saw it opening, I was like, "Oh shit! Close it! Close it! Like it's coming! This is it! This is it! Battle station! This is it!"
Prepared for this.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Oh wait, you're in communication with her, right? She's not just
No,
like,
she
"All right,
just
now
show
get
up.
out of
She
here."
just show up.
That's
Joe's
fantastic.
producing the
I feel
craft
bad because we
services
kind of
for the
slammed the
show.
door in her face.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
know.
why
I feel
bad.
terrible. We should have.
Judy?
I'm sorry. I thought you were an invasive species.
sorry.
Like, all
Yeah.
right,
I feel terrible.
she
That was
watches
so
the
kind of her to drive all the way over.
not today.
Not today.
Not today. All right.
Holy shit.
So Black. Where were we at Black Widow?
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. It's whatever.
It was
Yeah, it's
good.
fine.
It was
It's,
fine.
I think it fit the movie. You know, he was never supposed to be the main villain. Also, like, why did you think Marvel was gonna just start doing villains good? You know what I mean? Like, I went into this with a certain
Thanos is good.
expectation, and it met all of them.
So
like,
what the-
I'm not. I wasn't
Right.
gonna be blown away. It's gonna be a fun action movie with some dumb shit in it.
So
like,
it's not his daughter's innate ability to be the Taskmaster, right? That's all with
no,
the
he
chip.
made her that.
He made her
made
the
her
No,
that.
no, that's
Taskmaster.
what happens when you get blown up.
It's true.
When you get blown up and you get a chip in the back of your neck. Okay, so like that's
I put
his
the
all.
chip-
That's his like pinnacle of like his masterpiece of it all, right? Like,
What is this?
Jimmy's
This
cookies.
is, it's a chocolate chunk.
So
It
Okay.
is a ricotta cheese block.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, is it just like?
Tofu?
It's
Yeah.
cold.
Oh yeah. All right.
oh
let's-
yeah.
All
Look,
All
let me
right.
stick my
Okay.
face
Okay.
on
All
it.
right. Well,
So what I
let's
wanted to say
let's
about
get going, and then
Taskmaster
we'll go to
was,
clip of the week.
I like the fact that we're getting villains, and I know this is nothing new, but like I'm so glad that we're in an era again where it's not like everything is like hugely consequential to the universe. It's nice to get something that's just like nice little one-off villain. You know, they come in, you defeat them, and then we move on.
They serve no more purpose.
Then just be there.
Just like this movie serves no
So
purpose.
there's no purpose. It's just it might have served a purpose if it came out earlier.
Maybe the end. The
I was
ending
gonna say,
credits
do you want
scene.
to talk about the post-ending scene? Or
Yeah,
post-credit
let's talk
scene?
That
about
might
before
actually serve
before
on
we get to
purpose.
that. MacGuffin wasn't expecting a MacGuffin movie. You know,
Who's MacGuffin?
I'm just like it's a
It's a
it's a
type.
term
He's
for like
friends
Oh,
with
is it?
Van Helsing.
so it's a term. So like
It's
if
Good Will
you
Hunting.
if like let's say like we need this PlayStation Cup to fucking we got to put it someplace so Sony can continue to make PS5s. When you have that thing in a movie, it's called a MacGuffin.
Oh, okay.
Think about
okay.
J.J. Abrams. Any movie he's ever done.
All MacGuffins.
MacGuffins. When I
Like,
found
it's
out what
a
a MacGuffin was,
McMuffin?
it kind of ruined adventure movies for
He's
me. But
McLovin
whatever.
MacGuffins.
Ooh, McLovin, McMuffin, MacGuffin.
Okay. Anyway, post credit scene. Let's just do it. Gives me a reason to watch. What just happened? I just had a stroke on camera. It gives me a reason to watch Hawkeye.
Do you? Is she gonna go? You think that Elena's actually gonna go after and like kill?
We had that
Try
on
and kill
camera.
Hawkeye.
How many people are watching that?
4,000.
Wait,
Shit.
is there a thing? Is there a Hawkeye thing?
A Hawkeye
so
TV
here's
show's
the
coming
thing.
out
Did you
September.
see the end
I
of
didn't know
post-credit
that.
scene?
Wait, what?
Until
Did you not see
reading
the
about
post-credit
this.
scene?
Did
I
you not-
did, but I didn't know. I thought it was going to be in the movies. Or
No,
something.
there's everybody is getting their own movie essentially.
Which I didn't know that until I was then researching about the ending scene. And I was just like, oh, I didn't realize Hawkeye was getting his own movie.
We're
So
just
it's-
gonna make another Black Widow fight Hawkeye at this point. Like,
Which my guess is it'll probably be they try and fight each other, and then they got to team up against some enemy or whatever. But yeah. It's
So
just,
I'm assuming Elena is our new Black Widow.
well,
She's-
they're all Black Widows technically.
No, but I mean
yeah.
our like the movie
That's what
going
I think
on.
that's
Well,
what it's trying to
okay.
set it up
The
as.
problem
gonna
is
be in-
that she met Madam Hydra. So Valentine, I think her
Valentina,
name is.
yeah.
She was supposed to debut in this first, and then when you saw her in Falcon Winter Soldier, that was supposed to be number 2. They had to switch it due to the pandemic.
I love how she's going after all like the discount superheroes.
Yeah.
So discount Captain America, discount Black Widow.
I don't know what the actual team is called, but she's from Hydra. She is
Yeah.
Madam Hydra. So
the Revengers.
pretty much.
The Reeve.
So yeah,
Avengers.
overall, listen, if you like the MCU, you're gonna like this.
Yeah, it's
If you're a story
fun.
chud, don't watch it.
It's a fun 2 hours
It's
of action.
yeah. I walked in and I was like, you know what? I don't need this.
I laughed
I don't
out
need
loud
this.
1 or 2 times.
I don't need
I
my
did.
emotions either.
I did by
you know?
myself.
By,
I laughed
by
out
myself
loud.
in the movie
Yeah.
theater. I mean, surrounded by other people, but by myself. I was the weird guy who was laughing out loud.
It's like, why is he laughing at that guy dying?
It's
Why
kind of
did
fucked
Don
up.
Vito die?
All right, we're doing clip of the week.
Oh yeah, it's the clip of the week. Oh, it's the clip of the week. It's the clip of the week.
Whew. All right.
It's nice to do that in the same room as you guys.
Yeah. Can you hear?
I felt some
Are we up?
energy.
Are we up? Can we? All right, cool. All right, so I haven't seen this yet,
Oh no.
and I don't
These
know
always
what the
make me
fuck.
nervous.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
this one,
the
this one
amount
you should
of
be nervous
the
about.
amount of tire smoke I see already
And people.
doesn't make
Joe,
me.
have you
feel
seen
great.
this? Okay, all right.
All right,
Then I've done my job.
All right.
all right, let's do it.
Oh, no audio?
No audio?
I think we
I
need-
already know where this is going.
I muted it for the show. Oh shit! Oh man, what did they hit? People? People did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
and he's just driving away.
Oh.
And he got in a
Oh.
crash. That's a lot of jail time.
Oh shit!
That guy just escaped death.
But I mean, like, you're gonna fucking hit somebody. You're in a circle doing burnouts. Like,
Oh my god, it's a mess. What? Oh my god! What?
they Back to the Future this shit.
Oh my god, they're fucking out of here! 88 miles per hour.
I will say.
We're bringing it
I
back.
will
We're
say,
bringing it back.
Listen to the people in the crowd because their narrations are helpful.
Oh, okay. Wait, can you go back to where we see them hit the dude?
Oh my god. Dude, this right here is so fucked up. Oh my god!
And that one guy.
Oh,
They don't hit that other car.
Who is videotaping?
Who is-
Are they on a
who is-
A
balcony?
hero, a
Who
hero.
threw fireworks?
Who lit the gasoline on
Well,
fire?
whatever
someone
ass
threw
the
fireworks, and there was
Dude,
just
somebody
gasoline
runs
down.
through it. Do you guys see that
Yeah.
guy run through it?
Oh,
Look at
Great
that
Look
guy.
at
Look
that
at
guy.
Oh my god.
Also, someone was like, I gotta
Oh,
stop
look,
this.
it keeps going.
That's a different car.
That's a different
Oh
one.
my god.
Wow. This is mayhem.
bring it back to the very top so we can see him hit the people in the first place.
This is just Tokyo
Man,
Drift, right?
This
That's
is
movie.
How do
footage?
situations like this start?
And where is
A lot
this?
I'm
of-
gonna
lot
guess
of 40s?
Atlanta or like
Yeah, a
Tallahassee.
lot of
Yeah.
40s.
Florida.
Have you ever had
Okay.
malt liquor, Pat? You want to do this shit?
All right, watch the people on the left side of the screen.
Oh, fuck.
You know,
Okay, all right.
So, at
okay,
least
you know what?
two bodies.
If you're in a
Hold
fucking
on.
circle,
Yeah.
If you're in a
around
fucking
shit,
circle
Yup.
pit and they're doing donuts and like just anybody's are out there,
and there's
gonna be a
four
casualty.
cars
Yeah.
doing donuts,
yeah,
like trying not to
you're
hit each other.
fucking. This is your fault. Okay,
It's everybody's fault.
It's everyone's
right.
fault.
nobody looks good in this video.
nobody-
Except for the guy filming.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in this group is just collectively accountable.
Yeah.
And should just be like, oh, well, they got hit. Like, them's the breaks.
Yeah,
it
but
just
that's
cancels
I mean,
out.
I will not blame them for trying to fuck that guy's shit up. Like,
100%.
I mean,
I would
he
be
tried
mad-
running.
I would be
He
mad
tried
too.
fleeing.
Did he like?
But
just
also,
smash
like-
him?
This is legal.
but all,
Like,
yeah, but also
No.
like
That's
what
what.
do you-
That's why
like,
you need vigilante
like,
justice.
this is this is
All right, you sold me.
physically like that's like worst case scenarios. Like, what if someone gets hit? Like, what if multiple people
What if
get hit?
multiple people.
And then
there's a fire.
okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead to this a little bit.
Not even if there's a fire.
This is when he starts backing up. Here we go.
That
Did
guy.
you see the tail light get taken out?
Yeah,
That guy needs to go and hug his loved ones.
this guy's going to jail, Danny.
No. I mean the guy that got hit and almost died.
Oh my god, dude. Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh my
You know,
god, dude.
I think whoever's friends with that guy in the car threw the fireworks.
You think so? Oh, no,
He
that's
was,
a
he was like, we
deterrent.
gotta
It's
get.
like the Batman. We're out of here,
Distraction.
folks. Dude, that fucking. Nah, dude, they fucking time traveled out of there.
Yeah, where did
That
they
is
go?
straight
We're
up.
going back.
Is
we're
that
go-
the end, or is there anything
we're
left?
going back to 5 minutes ago before this shit broke out.
Yeah.
We going to McDonald's instead.
I mean,
Wow.
you know,
God
As
damn
Marty
it.
McFly said, what do you mean? I've got a time machine. I've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
All right. All right.
My heart is up.
Yeah, true. All right, so thanks very much for tuning in to our first episode in our new studio and under our rebrand. Remember, we can find us everywhere at on anything. Instagram is at pressanykey.tv. Twitter is at pressanykey.
TV.
Oh yeah, capital TV. That's
Capital.
right. At pressanykey, capital TV. Where else am I thinking?
We're
Yeah,
gonna be on TikTok. We're
TikTok.
We're too
We're
old.
coming after
We're
all
too
your
old
social
to be on
YouTube shorts.
TikTok, but we're
That's
gonna
right.
be there.
MySpace.
We're gonna make TikToks like 40-year-old people FaceTime just from the chin up.
Thank you to Joe for engineering.
Shout out
tonight.
to Joe Enright for
out to
cheering.
Joe.
Give yourself a
for
try.
engineering.
God, baby girl.
Okay,
right.
I always wanted to get rid of that, but other than that, like this video, share it with your friends.
If you
and,
liked it.
no, just like it.
Do it.
and,
I don't give a
what's it
shit.
called? Subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye bye.